Hello and welcome to Cheese Nips, an offshoot of the Musicals with Cheese podcast where I talk about whatever we covered this week on Musicals with Cheese. This week we're talking about The Greatest Showman.
Cheese nips. They want cheese nips.
The Greatest Showman is a musical with music and lyrics by Pasek and Paul and starring Hugh Jackman. It's been requested a lot. It's become so popular that you're hearing the songs during like Arby's commercials, and you guys know what The Greatest Showman is. You get the vibe. It's not even the first like Barnum musical. Up there you got the other Barnum musical. I'm not even sure if it's in frame now that I'm looking. It's hard. I'm of two minds of The Greatest Showman, to be honest. And I don't want to just hate on it because it's popular, because that's way too easy and that's not really what we try to do. But the fact is, it's a bad movie with some very good music videos interjected in the middle. None of the music really pushes the songs forward. None of the songs ever really push the story forward, and what songs do tend to rise above the rest of them. But the rest of the show, but going for any scene that isn't a musical number, it is borderline unwatchable and incompetent filmmaking in and of itself. It is dull, boring, trite nonsense. And it's not like there's one concise story. There's 9 different films shoved into one film, and none of them work. Not a single one of them are effective. However, every single one of the musical numbers is a knockout, and you can tell from the director's commentary that the director really does care about, like, his shot placement and his effective editing. And it shows. Like, the things he cared about really do show up in the final product, and that's probably a lot of the reason why this was such a financial success. I'm gonna say the hashtag problematic opinion that this director probably could have made Cats work. But really, if you want to hear a more in-depth discussion, listen to the episode. Andrew has a lot of fun thoughts on this one, especially as the more normal of us, the least musical theater savvy of us. As for my favorite song, I have to pick The Other Side between Zac Efron and Hugh Jackman. It is the only one that really taps into the storytelling. There is actual storytelling taking place in a song where they start in one place and then end in a different place. There's effective storytelling in the song where they start at one place and then end at a different place. And it's the best edited, best staged scene in the entire show. Mostly because it isn't as bombastic as the other ones, and it works. As for worst, this entire subplot rubs me the wrong way, and I don't enjoy it at all throughout the entire thing, so it's never enough. The song sung by the woman that Hugh Jackman decides he might have an affair with, but doesn't. But what did you think of Greatest Showman? I know a lot of folks out there really love this movie and have a deep connection to it, and I completely understand it. I understand why people enjoy and have fun watching this. I just can't call it good or personally recommend it myself, but hey, that's where we are. But why don't you take a look at our episode if you haven't already. It's down there in the description, and you can check out what we thought in our big discussion. I think we had some real good things that we brought up. Also, why don't you keep the conversation going in this comment section? What did you think of Greatest Showman? Do you have any strong opinions? Do you think that Michelle Williams was miscast or misused or just wrong? Let us know in the comments. But I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cheese Nips, and we'll see you next week. All right, guys. See you then.